Thanks. Hey, Tyler. So obviously, it's been a while since you played a competitive game. How do you feel out there?
It was definitely a different pace, not being in for a game past 13 months. I felt pretty good in there, a little scrambly, just need to settle in a little bit. It's good to get the first one out of the way. Obviously want to have a couple of those back, but there's nothing to do about it now. Just move forward and be better next game.
When we were talking to your coach, that's sort of what he said that he was trying to emphasize to you was just go out there and just kind of get used to being out there again. That was sort of the
Yeah. Honestly, we only got 5 games left, so you're kind of treating it as like a little playoff series, even though we don't obviously have playoffs. They just told me to just go out there and have fun and play a game. Obviously it's been a long time, so honestly, just a couple bad bounces there in the second period. They just let them go, right away and just moving on to the next puck. So definitely felt really well, like really good to get in there and get that first one back out of the way. Definitely feel more comfortable next game. So I'm just looking forward to moving forward here.
I can ask you, it's obviously been a crazy 13 months for just about everyone in the world. How's it been for you? Obviously, probably some frustrations and some impatience and stuff, but
Yeah, it was good. We usually only get about 3 months back home with the family. So, I had to get, I had surgery or whatever, and, I had to get all healed up from that, and obviously missed a bit of the season because of that. But, it's everybody's safe and healthy back home. And, it was good to see family for a while. Obviously, it was a little too long. 13 months is a long time to be out of the game, and which obviously wasn't the best, but we're able to get a season in this year, and that's all that matters. And it's just about having fun and playing for the team now.
All right, go ahead, Darren.
Hey, Tyler, good to see you again. Of those 13 months, I'm guessing the last 3 must have been the most difficult, though, as abnormal as the kind of hockey has been. This return, at least for you guys, to kind of get back to doing what you love. I think that was a real kind of treasure for everybody that got back to it. So for you to kind of be stuck on the sidelines, was that pretty difficult?
Yeah, it's unfortunately I had to kind of be delayed with the border obviously being closed on getting out to Canada for surgery, and which kind of sucked. And then obviously going up to California, they had the quarantine and whatever, so I had to wait at least about 2 months to get in for surgery. So I had surgery at the end of December, so it by that time season was kicking off in January. So definitely wasn't the best feeling in the world knowing that I'd be missing that amount of time, and then obviously coming out to Calgary and having to quarantine for 14 days it was definitely tough. But I've had lots of practice, lots of practice with the team, and I feel good. It's definitely it was definitely adjustment after 13 months of being out, but it felt good just even though we had a tough game all around. Like I had to be a lot better, and the team had to be a lot better tonight. It was definitely just good to get those jitters out of the way, and just move forward in these last 4 games of the season here.
So when it's late in the season like this, and it's kind of a weird year, I mean, it's almost May. I mean, we're not that far away from 21-22 season, to be honest. Like, what's your perspective kind of looking forward? Are you kind of trying to kind of almost ramp up for next season?
Honestly, yeah, just I was training, obviously, with lower body injury. It was kind of hard to train there for like 3 months of recovering, but I've been training hard the past pretty much a year. Put on about 20 solid pounds, and feel great overall. And moving forward in the next season, obviously it's kind of a quick turnaround. Kind of everything's kind of up in the air whether Stockton's going to be in Calgary or back in California, and there's a lot of unanswered questions, but we still don't know how long we're gonna be here. Obviously, there's a lot of unanswered questions, like I said. So obviously, just get back and after these 4 games, get back and start training for the following season, and just get on the ice, kind of stay with the groove of skating a lot, obviously for me, it's a little different only being here for, I think, like 35 days now. I've been back with the team. So just kind of keep the same momentum moving forward through the, 2.5 months of summer and just get back after it. Obviously contract's up and get a new contract for, the summertime. So, it's like I said, it's a lot of unanswered questions, but just keeping a positive mindset about everything and just grinding through it and, hopefully pull out 4 wins in these last couple of games.
There you go. Okay, thanks.
All right, well, head over to Patrick.
Yes, Tyler, with this injury, is this something the surgery should keep in check now going forward? And number 2, were you able to, heal up some, any nagging injuries you may have had having that long period of time off?
Yeah, obviously, I've kind of battled a lot of injuries, mostly like concussions, obviously. I think the time off for me was a blessing in disguise. I was able to do a 14-week program for my, concussions. So that was good to, get my head feeling right. And obviously I wanted to come back into the next season feeling great. And I was kind of battling, the problem I had with surgery for, a couple of years and, never really, you really only have 3 months every off season. So you can't really, you want to play, you don't want to have a surgery. So, I think the whole COVID, being off for 13 months was kind of a time, like I said, like a blessing in disguise, just to get everything fixed up. Just so I can, come in at 100% and, obviously only signed a, a 1-year deal here and then obviously new contract coming up. So just got to, I wanted to be a full 100% before, I came back and be feeling good and to where I can play at best my abilities.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Mike.
All right. Hi, Tyler. Obviously, since you were drafted, Jordan Segalet's been in Calgary, as the goaltending coach, but also have you had any contact with Jason LaBarbera over the last few months since he was brought in as part of the Flames goaltending program?
No, not really. Just kind of a, few conversations, obviously, when he was first brought to the team, just kind of phone calls or whatever. And, just kind of seeing him, passing by each other in the rink, obviously trying to keep distance between, the Flames or whatever, but, just kind of, hey, nice to meet you, how's it going, whatever. So, not really, obviously we have to, Flames guys got to stay with Flames guys, Stockton guys got to stay with Stockton guys. So definitely not, like interaction on the ice or whatever, but just, slight communication between us.
Right. And, sort of expanding on that a little bit, obviously in the last 13 months, a lot of downtime, but how closely have you kept in contact with the guys here in Stockton like Cale McLean, and even then as it pertains to your status in the organization with guys sort of higher up like Brad and guys in the Flames development system?
I think we have a good development group of leaders in this organization with the Flames that check in with players over time. And I think from the start of the whole quarantine thing, it was like, we're going to have a starting point, 2 months from now, and then, get pushed back another 2 months. So kind of everything was kind of up in the air. So I think that the organization did a good job, keep in touch with players and, make sure everybody was, good through the whole, quarantine process. Because obviously it's tough to be, locked up for, 13 months and 13 months for me, obviously, but you didn't have a season for forever. And, it's definitely a tough time and, no season, there's no pay. And so it definitely was tough, dealing with all that. But, I think our development guys did a great job with contacting us and keeping in touch and, keeping everybody in the loop. And obviously when I was still back home and everybody else was here, development guys did a very, very good job keeping in contact with me, obviously going through surgery and all that stuff.
All right, thank you.
All right, we'll go ahead to Paige. We have time for 1 or 2 more.
Tyler, just contract talk aside, what is your goal with the Flames organization right now, kind of going into this point of your career and going forward?
Honestly, my goal right now is just to get in these games and just, I feel great. I've, like I said, I've did a few treatments and, had surgery and feeling 100%. So I think the biggest thing for me, my goal, it's everybody's goal. It's a goal is to be NHL starter, and you know, obviously I have a lot to prove, and you know, it's definitely been a quite a roller coaster the past, you know, 4 seasons with injuries or whatever, but you know, this is what I do, this is my job, and you know, it's the reason why I got here, and you know, I think I just got to keep pushing, and you know, obviously just give it my all, and you know, you can only control so much, so you know, I just gotta keep battling and, you know, hope for the best, and you know, just go out there and win games.